Over 75 million Americans currently suffer from heart disease. If you're not one of them, a friend or relative likely is. Apparently, whatever's being done to stop this isn't working. So, right now, how are you feeling? Any chest pain? Shortness of breath? Pants feeling a little snug? Eating junk, smoking, not exercising, stressing out, all of these lead to heart disease. If you don't already know this, it's possible you've been living underneath a rock, which is exactly where you'll end up permanently with your name carved on it. But all is not lost. Ladies and gentlemen, there is hope. What if you were to learn the real, shocking, true cause of heart disease? And what if a real cure was revealed to you? Well, that's exactly about what's to happen right here, right now. The power you'll need to live your life you deserve is about to become yours if you want it. So now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the world's foremost authority on heart health, four-time open heart surgery survivor, Bob Slough.
Wow, what an amazing ovation. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. My name is Bob, and I'm out for a bike ride, getting some exercise.
I want to ride my bicycle.
Okay, I want you to make a fist. Now, take a close look at your fist. Your fist is about the same size as your heart. Now, take a close look at the rest of your body. You notice the vast difference in size? Now, your heart beats about 100,000 times a day, through thick and thicker, clogged and blocked. Your heart is like a faithful dog, always there for you, and yet you reward it by eating crap, smoking, and sitting on your butts watching YouTube videos on heart health. I now want you to take your fist and punch yourself in the nose. Go ahead. Just think of it as your heart telling you to start treating it better. And if you punch yourself repeatedly, it'll be just like exercising. Exercise. Move around, get sweaty, lift heavy things. No? Doesn't ring a bell? Well, by now you're probably wondering, who the heck does this guy think he is? Who made him the world's foremost leading authority on heart health? He's not a doctor. He's not a professor. We haven't seen him on Oprah. Nope. Although I tried. She never returned my calls. Nope. I became the world's foremost authority on heart health the old-fashioned way. I earned it. I earned it by surviving 4 separate open heart surgeries, a hip replacement, a paddle me back to life episode of anaphylactic shock, a kidney stone the size of Rhode Island, the 2008 real estate meltdown, and, worst of all, male pattern baldness. Folks, if there's anybody who knows about heart health, it's me. From the pain and suffering of having your chest cracked open, to the recovery, the hospital food, the expense, well, let me tell you something. Heart disease is no picnic. Nope. In fact, for one of my procedures, I actually went down to Mexico to try and save some money. A friend of mine came along and shot some video. Here's a short clip.
Say!
Whoa! Did you see that? That surgeon didn't even wash his hands first. I could have got an infection or something. At least I didn't drink the water. Okay. The good news is you can avoid all of that. Start by being nice to your heart. Take it out for a walk now and then. Treat it to a healthy meal. The bad news is that 1 out of 3 of you will suffer from heart disease and or diabetes. 1 out of 3. So for the next 15 or so minutes, I'm going to remind you of things that you apparently have forgotten, and I'm going to beat you over the head with stuff that you apparently don't know, including the real cause of heart disease, and I'm going to reveal to you the life-changing secret cure. Yes! You are about to receive the instant fix that you deserve. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. So, how can you tell if you might have heart disease? Well, there are 7 major signs. I like to call them the 7 major signs. Number 1, irregular heartbeat. Number 2, sleep problems, sleep apnea, snoring, staying up late watching Letterman. What? You got canceled? What? Number 3, sexual problems. Erectile dysfunction. Guys, any of you? Show of hands. You sure? Nothing to be ashamed of. So I've heard. Number 4, shortness of breath. Number 5, swollen legs, feet, ankles. Number 6, pain in the chest, shoulder area. And finally, sore and or bleeding gums. Now, should you experience all 7 major signs at the same time, then you're just about to die. Right here, right now, boom! Hey, that's not George Bush, is it? Okay, so here's how your heart attack is going to go down in just 4 easy steps. Number 1, you'll get a feeling of impending doom and anxiety, kind of like the 2016 presidential elections. And number 2, you'll experience shortness of breath. Number 3, you'll start sweating and getting nauseous. Imagine Mike Tyson in a spelling bee. And number 4, it'll feel like there's an elephant sitting on your chest. In other words, your last few minutes alive on this planet will be as Chris Farley. That's not nice, Bob. Nobody wants to suffer alone, right? What's that saying? Misery loves company. Well, here are just a few other people who have had or have heart disease. Meet Jerry Garcia, not to be confused with Cherry Garcia. Now, one of them played guitar for the Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead. Dead. Weighed about 300 pounds. The Grateful Dead. Smoked 10 or 12 packs a day. The Grateful Dead. Heavy drug user. The Grateful Dead. Died of a heart attack at age 53. Everybody? The Grateful Dead. How did he not see that coming? Now, Cherry Garcia can help you become just like Jerry Garcia. See what I did there? Okay, so what's the deal with Dick Cheney? Now, Dick has had 5 heart attacks, which is amazing considering that Dick doesn't have a heart. Now, Dick has also had countless other heart procedures, and thus, Dick is very grateful for his Obamacare. So, who doesn't love sweet and adorable Miley, right? Now, Miley claims to suffer from a condition known as tachycardia. Tachycardia. I think they named it after her. Anyway, tachycardia is a faster than normal heart rate. You know, it's funny. I also get tachycardia every time I watch Miley twerk. So before we can cure heart disease, we have to know what causes it, right? And folks, it's not what you might think or have been led to believe. Now, how many of you think that eating fatty junk food is to blame? Well, you've been duped. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the shocking cause of heart disease is sugar. Yep, sugar. The not-so-sweet truth is that we are killing ourselves by consuming truckloads of hidden sugar. You name it, it's caused by sugar. Heart disease, dementia, type 2 diabetes, cancer, acne, depression, infertility, impotence. Impotence! There's nothing sweet about that. Folks, sugar is 8 times more addictive than cocaine. 8 times more addictive than cocaine. And we are killing ourselves by consuming sugar and processed chemicals in our foods. In fact, I prepared a very short video clip that shows just a few of the things that we are eating that are killing us. Take a look, see if any of them look familiar, okay? I know none of you ever eat any of that. I get it. So let me explain what you just saw. When you're thirsty, you go to 7-Eleven and you drink a big gulp. When you drink a big gulp, you become addicted to sugar. When you become addicted to sugar, you become obese. When you become obese, you no longer get hot chicks. When you no longer get hot chicks, you get depressed. When you get depressed, you go back to 7-Eleven and you drink another big gulp. So I guess the lesson learned is that hot chicks can prevent heart disease. So girls, all right, take one on the chin for the team. Come on, lean over the plate. Give your old buddy Bob some love, okay? It's for a good cause. Okay, so who wants to be an addict? Well, other than Charlie Sheen, of course. No one. But the truth is, we're all addicted to something. Well, gee, Bob, smoking, drinking, gambling, drugs, overeating, those aren't addictions. No, those are just bad habits. Is that right? Well, now we've got a whole new set of bad habits to deal with. Facebook, Pokemon, Caitlyn Jenner, fantasy football, apps on our phones, texting while driving, texting while at the stoplight, texting during a heart video on YouTube. Do you ever notice how no one ever gets addicted to doing their taxes or taking out the garbage? Why? Because those are no fun. And now we're all addicted to sugar and processed foods, which are killing us. Well, gee, Bob, I didn't choose to get addicted to soda pop. No, have a Coke and a smile. Well, gee, Bob, I didn't choose to get addicted to fast food. No, a nice clown told me that I deserve a break today. Folks, are you ready to end this insanity? No, not this video. I'm talking about our addiction forced upon us by big business and government, our addiction to sugar and processed foods. I think we are. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the secret cure for heart disease is... Hey, look! It's Michael Jackson! the secret cure for heart disease is Michael Jackson? Yes. After all, he went from being a black man to becoming a white woman. And how did he? And how did she? And how did they do it? Commitment. And how did he? And how did she? And how did they do it? Commitment. He went all in. And how many of us would be willing to do what Michael Jackson did? Nobody. He went from being committed to being committed. Commitment is everything. It's the only thing. It's the secret cure. You want to drop some weight? Be like Mike. You want to feel better? Be like Mike. You want to look better? Well, I'll have to get back to you on that one. Look, the only way to break an addiction is to stop it completely. An addict can't have just one drink or one line of cocaine. No, you have to go cold turkey. Now see that turkey? That's a cold turkey, folks. How can I tell? There's no dressing. If you can make the following changes for just 10 days, you will have performed the secret cure for heart disease. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 1, stop eating crap. Basically, everything on a shelf in your supermarket. Did you know that 74% of everything in your grocery store contains added sugar? 74% of everything in your grocery store contains added sugar. Number 2, stop drinking your calories. See that big gulp? That big gulp has 23,847 teaspoons of sugar, and that dude, he's not getting any hot chicks, no. Number 3, eat protein at every meal. Number 4, quit smoking. Smoking! See that dude, Keith Richards? He must have made some deal with the devil. I don't know. But that picture, that was taken when he was 7 years old. Number 5, chill. Stress, anger, depression, it only leads to heart disease. Number 6, cut the cheese. I mean, reduce your dairy. I don't know what happened there. Just, okay. Number 7, floss. Bacteria causes gum disease, which causes inflammation, which can lead to heart disease. Socialize. Hang out with people. Tell them how you have no self-control. They'll love that. Reduce your salt intake. Go see a doctor now and then. Well, except for this clown. He's no more a doctor than I am. Quit your whining. This one's tough, folks. Trust me. Limit your wine consumption to 2 glasses per day. Glasses. Not bottles, glasses. Finally, take a nap. After all, you can't eat while you're sleeping. You now have the secret cure for heart disease. You no longer have to die of heart disease. No, you're still going to die, but it'll be from something else. Maybe even old age. How cool would that be? Look, once you've made the commitment to being like Mike, here are a few more things that you can do to help your cause, okay? Get yourself an iPhone. Why? It's made by Apple. Apples are good for you. Once you've got your iPhone, get yourself a food app. See? Apples. Take your food app with you when you go shopping and check out the ingredients. If it contains anything that you have to be a Scrabble champion to pronounce or spell, then don't buy it. Don't eat it. Look, we all own, a dozen pair of Nikes, right? So let's start using them. And while we're walking, let's take 12 steps to a support group. They provide accountability and community. How about breaking a sweat now and then? I know, working out only makes you hungry. Eat an apple. You can track your progress, write a blog, keep a journal, but whatever you do, don't become a public speaker because, quite frankly, I don't need the competition. And finally, whatever you do not eat anything that you get from a king, a clown, or a colonel. All right, you now have the secret cure for heart disease. The instant fix that you deserve.
There is no secret cure. The only cure is the one that you just saw. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I've hated almost every second of my almost 40-year battle with heart disease. And you will too. Make a commitment to not becoming 1 out of 3 people. You have a choice. I didn't. So the next time you're reaching for a soda or maybe pulling into the drive-thru to grab a burger, I encourage you to stop and think for a second about what you learned here today. I want to thank you for watching, and in the meantime, go buy some of my books. Best to you.